If you wanted it bad enough, then why aren't you where you want to be? Well, if you wanted it bad enough, then you would have what you want. If you wanted it bad enough, then you'd be where you want to be. So why are you still struggling to be that person? And a lot of the times that stems with a lot of traumatic backlash, or feeling as though you're not good enough, or feel as though you're stuck, or it's too challenging. And half the time you guys are right. Half the time it is because of that. However, it's not because of the world around you, it's because of you. It's 100% because of you. And it's a lot of the times it's either because you're impatient and you understand that, like, yes, it is a process, but you feel as though you're not moving. I'm telling you right now, in due time it will work, but you have to keep working at it, and you have to trust in the process. You have to have hope, you have to have patience, and you have to have passion. Remember those three things: hope, patience, and passion. I promise you can get where you would love to be. Like 100%. 100%, that's how I felt in probably the 6 months of me starting my first job. It feels as though I'm not going to get anywhere, but I kept going and I kept going. I kept trying to get different jobs, or trying to get to my dream job that I've always wanted, and I actually ended up getting it. But I had to keep having hope, I had to keep being patient, and I had to keep being passionate about it. Now, because you are struggling is either because you're impatient, right? That's one reason. Another reason could be that you're not acting on the challenge. Now, for example, so you have something really challenging that you have to go through, or that you feel like that you don't want to do. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but you have to be comfortable with that uncomfortability, because there's going to be times where there's going to be the amount of high performance that you have to do is going to be the necessity. For you to get a $2,000 PC, for you to get that job that you want, you're going to have high performance, probably 100% of the time, or else you're not going to get rewarded high. And to a lot of people that hurts, and it should, and you should be comfortable with it. You should be comfortable being uncomfortable, knowing that I have to give it my all or else I won't make it. You have to get out of survival in order for you to get what you want, whether you want a high income stream or even just a family. It all requires some sort of struggle. It all requires some sort of uncomfortability. It all requires some sort of passion. And there's many steps to that. And by the title of this video, you should, in 3 months, you should not wait for, in 3 months I'm going to do this, that, and the third. It's going to be new year, new me. No. You should start now, because there's nothing that's going to stop you from what you could be doing 5 years from now, right at this exact moment. Or more so, this is a better question. What is stopping you right now from doing what you see yourself doing in 5 years? Absolutely nothing. And you could say, it's my job, I'm not getting paid enough, or I feel as though I'm still in school and I can't. Well, one thing that is very time fixed. One thing that's very time fixed is school. That's one thing that you can say, where it's like, okay, in 2 years I'm gonna have to graduate, or in 2 years, that's when I'll be able to apply for a job. But there's internships, there's things that you can do before that could even alleviate that little bit of pressure that you feel as though you're feeling stuck, or feel like it's too much, or more so like it's not coming in quick enough, or you're not having any money, or it's because of the world around you, when not entirely it's because of the world around you. If you're going to only believe that it's because of everything around you, then you're going to be stuck forever. And that's how a lot of my family members have been. And for me to even think about that it's only going to be someone else's fault is just unbelievable to me, and unacceptable. And it should be unacceptable for you as well. So instead of waiting for the new year, I say start now and become unrecognizable in just 3 months. It's kind of exactly like how I did. It took me a little bit longer, so I would say 3 to 6 months. So first thing I would recommend doing, or I would say is the step one, is to enhance yourself, and that goes down into many categories. One thing that you can enhance, or multiple things that you should enhance, is your physique. go to the gym, change your perspective, and be more comfortable with being uncomfortable, and obviously expanding your income as well. So with the physique, step one for the physique, I would say go to the gym, whether it's just 2 to 3 times a week. Go to the gym to alleviate your mind, not to get bigger or to be more fit, because it takes more than just going to the gym. It takes good eating habits. It takes all of that. Eat your carbs, eat your protein, eat your carbs for before whenever you go to the gym, so you can burn it all off. If you're on a fat loss, you can cut the carbs a little bit, but I still recommend it because that gives you energy, and the protein is kind of what enhances that energy when you're going into the gym. But nonetheless, get some sort of physical activity going through, like whether it's just cardio, whether it's volleyball, whether it's basketball. Get some sort of cardio in, or get some sort of bodybuilding in, mainly because it's going to be a good meditator for you, especially in hard times whenever you don't have much of any body. You can work on yourself and enhance yourself to feel better and be a better person by simply just going to the gym. And for me, I do calisthenics, and I haven't really stopped since then. I dialed down a little bit, but that's because I'm getting busy. I'm getting pretty busy, but I still have time to do it. And for the busiest of people, I know the busiest of people have time in the morning every single day to get into the gym, to fix their physique, or to do the work they need to do and just get at it and grind. For you, you could do that too. Like I said, step 2, change your perspective, because to listen is to learn. You don't have to tell everybody or prove everybody anything at all, but to change your perspective and understand what someone else is coming from gives you the biggest peace of mind out of any group, out of any political bias, out of anything. If you can change your perspective to understand the other person's view, you are far more at peace, because you're like, yes, I do understand that you are this, that, and the third, or more so like, I don't want to say any controversial topics, but like AMD versus Intel. Understand where they're coming from with Intel. Yeah, Intel has this, that, and the third, or AMD has this, that, and the third. But more so, it's like, if you can change your perspective instead of just bursting out your opinion, but to just listen to everybody else, you don't even need to say your opinion, and things will still be peaceful. You know what I mean? Everything will be okay. No matter how mad you get with someone's opinion, you can listen to see where they're coming from, and instead of judging, you can just listen. Because to listen is to learn, right? And to even have a rebuttal, like for example, say you go to work and someone tells you something and you feel as though they're being arrogant, but you just have to see it from their perspective, right? They're trying to show you something that maybe you could use. Think good instead of bad, and I promise you, changing your perspective will 100% get you through the day, through the anger, through the mishap. So that's step 2. Step 3 is being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Oh my goodness. It is the most known thing to say, but it's the most effective, including like even with step 1 being like changing your physique. If you're being comfortable with being uncomfortable, because going to the gym kind of introduces that feeling, I promise you, once you get a risk and you take it and you actually hit, it's going to feel amazing. Especially with me, I took a risk. I took it. I saw a risk. I took it. I saw an opportunity. I took it, even though I know it was going to be maybe broke for a month to 2 months, and it ended up coming back double or even triple in income streams. You know what I mean? And that goes on to step 4. I would say expand your income stream. I feel like let's go back just a tiny bit. I feel like I went too fast with be comfortable with uncomfortable. What do I mean by that? I mean, you are at a point where you're at a day where you don't have time to play the game, or you feel as though you have to get more things done in a night than you would ever any other night. You know what I mean? Or you feel as though it's like, oh, I can do this tomorrow, or I can do this tomorrow or next week, or put it on the back burner while I play the game, or put it on the back burner while I do something that I enjoy, which to an extent I do agree with, but I feel as though that uncomfortability kind of changes you in a way, or molds you to expect it. Once you expect it the next time, it's going to be a lot better for you. You know what I mean? So whenever you are in a predicament where you're like, I don't have that much money, or more so, I'm in a stressful spot, especially in school. It is good to feel that uncomfort, and it's good to get through it. If you fold under the uncomfortable pressure, you can learn from that and still continue. No matter, even if you fail, like another example of being uncomfortable or being comfortable with the uncomfortable is whenever you have so many different goals or so many different expectations that you have for yourself, like for example changing your physique or your perspective, or trying to get some cardio in every morning, or even just eating, like being uncomfortable with eating certain things even if you don't necessarily want to eat that. Have the to have that big discipline is life changing, and it expands your mind in many ways that I haven't even thought of until that happened. You know what I mean? And it actually expands more than just your brain. It expands your income as well, and that comes with step 4. Expanding your income is probably one of the biggest ways to get out of what you need, like get out of what you've already in. Like for example, starting something that you can do on your own, which is called freelancing. I would say something simple as like lead generation. Lead gen is like probably one of the easiest things to get into as someone who's just has a computer and has an email, and has a phone. You know what I mean? With lead gen, you can guarantee with with lead gen you can say a couple things to with lead gen you can get a couple clients as easy as a Google search. You know what I mean? So you email this guy, or you find their business account, you email this guy, hey, I guarantee you, hey, I'm such and such LLC. I guarantee you whenever I do, sorry. Hey, I'm such and such LLC. It's a pleasure to meet you. I hope this email finds you well. And you sit here and say, for lead gen, you sit here and say, I am a company who specializes in lead generation, and I can guarantee your company 10 extra leads in your company so long as you give me a description and everything that you do as a company, and I can guarantee, even just in the area, that I can get 10 clients for you. That's what lead generation is, and that's something very simple that people can get in, and people pay for that. People pay for that lead generation. So I guarantee you in a week you can get 10 more customers out of me so long as you pay $100 to $300. Like say like your lead generation like package is like $300, and all you got to do is find 10 clients for this person. Like for example, it's a cleaning company. Something as simple as that. It's like if you can expand your income just by a little bit, always take it, even if it loses you money. Like for example, I have a PC for video editing, and it can make me so much money, but the amount of money I've put into it is around $2,000 to $3,000. You know what I mean? But you have to take that risk, but you have to understand it's going to be more than just, it's going to be longer than what you expect it to be to get those results back, or to even pay for that PC. It's going to be a little bit harder, but that leads back to step 3, is being comfortable with the uncomfortable. Yes, you're going to be $3,000 down, but if you keep getting at it and trying to expand your income, you can literally pay this PC off just by doing something as simple as lead generation, or even just video editing with this PC. You know what I mean? And I just said it in a very simple way. It's just, if you have a phone, tablet, or even just like a little small computer and an email, you can potentially make a successful business in as little as 2 to 3 months. And that's why I say in 3 months, be almost unrecognizable. That's what the whole point of this video is for you to enhance yourself, to level up. Because if you don't level up, you're going to be stuck at that level forever. If you don't change your habits, if you don't go to the gym, or if you don't eat properly, you're going to be messed up for God knows how long. If you don't change your perspective, you're going to be stuck in that perspective, and you'll never enhance the grow any higher than what you've already become. And so that was the whole point of this video. And like I said, we can go through a review of the 4 steps that I already told you. Go to the gym, change your physique, get you some sort of physical activity. I 100% recommend journaling as well. Just, throw that in there as a bonus step. Recommend journaling. Journal your physique. take pictures of your physique, become obsessed with it. Second step, change your perspective, and to listen is to learn. You know what I mean? So if someone gives you valuable information, no matter how bad, no matter what tone they've given you, and try to take something out of it for it to help you, because you being angry at their perspective or you being angry at what they say is not going to change anything. It's putting fire onto more fire, and it'll never work for you or the other person. Step 3, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. If you can master being uncomfortable and still thriving in it, I promise you'll see life change right in front of you. That's what happened to me when I was about 2 to 3 years ago. That's what happened to me when I felt as though I wasn't moving at all, or felt as though things weren't clicking up until now, or things weren't really moving up until now. You know what I mean? Now I feel like things are moving just a tiny bit, but even then I still have high expectations of myself. That's the only reason why I think about certain things. But if I look back, I understand that I actually am moving way faster than I thought I would be. And so if you can be uncomfortable and thrive in it, or feel obsessed, like, wow, it hurts, but it's amazing because I know what's going to come after it. I promise you, it's going to be the best feeling once you're rewarded, because the amount of high performance you put in is going to be how much you're going to be rewarded. So high performance, get rewarded high. And for the 4th step, expand your income. Try to get as much spending power as you possibly can, because you can do more with it. I know a couple people who have managed to expand their income. Maybe they got lucky at one point, but they weren't lucky at first. But because they expanded their income, that's how they got lucky. And a lot of times for you to even get a good amount of money, or to even expand your income, you have to succeed once. You have to expand once, and everything else, it becomes easier and easier the more you try to expand it, because you have more spending power, you have more capital, you have more leeway to risk it. But you have to keep risking it, and you have to do it in those early stages when you're living with your mother, or whenever you don't have as many bills, because whenever you do have bills, all of a sudden $300 out of the bank account is going to be kind of a problem. Whenever you have a house, you have kids, you know what I mean? But even then, you can still try something to expand your income. So yes, those are the 4 steps that I do recommend doing. And I promise you, in 3 months, simple as 3 to 6 months, you will see change. So step 1, get your physique ready. Step 2, change your perspective. Step 3, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Well, these are not really steps. These are merely just me telling you things. And then step 4, expand your income. In as simple as 3 to 6 months, you can be laying on a nice foundation where you have a good amount of money, some stored in savings, have a physique on the way, and you're not waiting for the new year, new me to come out. Instead, you're already on it, and you're like, oh, new year, new me. No, I've been doing what I've already supposed to be doing 3 months ago. There's no reason for me to rely on something pagan. You know what I mean? So instead of waiting for social norms to change you, you should change social norms. Because the only limiter that you do have is you, as Corey said. So there is that. That being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm pretty sure I had Minecraft in the background. This time I didn't watch it, but you should see me building a house pretty much the whole time. And if you like the video, subscribe, like it, comment if you guys have any questions. I will be setting up social soon again. Just got a little bit busy in my life, and it's no excuse, because, well, I have time to do this. I choose to use other time to do it. You know what I mean? Or I choose to do other things with my time. And I figured, why not try to start, like I said, like I'm supposed to, early, in order for me to continue what I gotta do. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Get out of here.